Hello everyone, Jilles Groskamp here from Team Infinity, and today in this video I want to talk about the bump steer, and now I want to talk about the bump steer for the IF18-3. And as you have seen more of my videos, I also have explained bump steer for the IF14 and just in general electric car. Also the IF15 bump steer is quite obvious what's happened with bump steer. And now I want to talk about the IF18-3, the bump steer, and also here it works exactly the same. Basically, this is my old car. I just made a setup, and I also had the camber and the toe gauges to really see what happens when you remove or add extra bump steer shims. And yeah, I will just show you all the data. It's more like a data, then you can really understand what happens when you have bump steer, how many mm really make a difference, because sometimes I feel like a 0.5 of a millimeter not really makes a difference on the gauge. Maybe on track it makes some difference, but now I made a kind of a huge change between the left side and the right side just to show you what really happens with the bump steer. So come and have a look. So basically what I did, I added a lot of shims all on the outside and also on the inside of the servo saver, and so this makes a big angle. You can't really see it, but the steering link makes a big angle. And what you can see now, and I will show you the side of the wheel, when you compress the suspension, basically the tire stay straight, so the tire doesn't go inside or outside. Going to the other side, and I make this link very flat now, so there is no bump steer shim either on the knuckle and also on the servo saver. And as you can see now, when I compress the suspension, and it's still difficult to see, you can see the tire actually goes in. So that means this tire goes to the inside. So basically if you're cornering and you hit a bump, the steering gets more. So you get more angle. So that basically makes the car more aggressive. And this side stays the same, and in theory it should be even going a little bit out, so you get toe out when you hit the bump, and it makes the car more easy to drive. So more angle, so more shim here and more shim here, makes the suspension travel more toe out, and no shim there, no shim there, makes the tire go inside when you go on the bump, so it makes more aggressive. And this one is more smooth. Of course you want to use the same left and right. So basically if you look the setups from all the team drivers, we use no shims on the outside and 2 mm under the ball on the inside, and it makes a quite like a natural bump steer, so the tire stay a little bit straight when cornering. I suggest to try sometimes a little bit less shims here to make a little bit more aggressive, or you can also add more shims on the outside to make the steering more smooth. Again, a basic setup is no shims on the outside, 2 on the inside. If you want to feel the difference, you want to do it steps by 1 mm, and later on you can fine tune with 0.5 mm. So that was the IF18-3 bump steer. Again, a default setting or basic setup is 2 mm shims on the servo saver and no shims on the outside. If you want to make more smooth, you make the steering linkage more angled, so you add more shims inside and more shims outside. It's basically more easy to change the shim on the knuckle. You can easily be there. If you want to make more aggressive steering, you take off the shims and you run 0 on the outside. It's a nice fine tune, and try it for yourself. Thank you again for watching my video, and see you next time.